Hello everybody and welcome to Memaw's Crafts and Chaos. I'm Kimberly and we are going to join the 13 days of Halloween. And this is hosted by Lula of Nerd Goblin Art. Sorry, can't speak. And so for the first 13 days of October, we are going to be doing Halloween stuff. So my first project is going to be, we are going to make a skeleton in a bathtub. But first we got to get our bathtub ready. So I want to make it kind of a black and white marble. So we're going to do mostly white with some black running through it. And then I still haven't quite decided if I want to do, I was thinking about gold feet for the bathtub. So we're going to put a little bit over here, about an ounce, and then we're going to do about that. Well, that probably should be about good for the. Now if I'm right on this, this holds 3.5 ounces. If I'm right, I hope I am right. So we got a little bit here for the gold feet, and then we're going to turn this into black. I'm going to use my letsresin black, the pigment paste. I'm going to turn this black. Probably that was probably too much. Didn't need that much, but oh well. It'll be super black. How's that? We're going to make that nice and opaque, which it is nice and opaque. See that? Okay. And then for this, we're going to use the mother of pearl. Get this at Hobby Lobby, which I guess I better make a trip over to Hobby Lobby and get some more. Put a good chunk of that in there. Good scoop. See our purple through that, so that's pretty good. Okay. I'm going to run these through my vacuum chamber. Make sure we don't have any big bubbles or lots of tiny bubbles or whatever in there, and then I will be right back. Alright, got these ran through the vacuum chamber. And I think what I'm going to do, let's spritz our bathtub here. We don't have any alcohol or any bubbles down in the rim or anything. Get that down in there good. Rub it around. There. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we are going to just dump a little white, try to marble it, or try black I should say, and we're going to try and marble it in here. I don't know how well this will work. We're going to try it anyway. Whoa, that was way too much, and I didn't get to wiggle it around. Let's see how it works out. black going in there. And I don't want a ton of black. I have to use the rest of this black on the bottom, but I don't have quite enough. I should have made less black and more white. Let's take a little thing here and stir this around a little. We did kind of cover up where our feet got to go in, so let's see if we can get it off of them. So while those are curing, we can start getting our little skeleton ready. And what we're going to do with him, get my mess cleaned up here. Okay, so with our little skeleton dude, so what I've done is I've taken a little piece of, it's just like a dish towel from the kitchen. And what I want to do is I want to put this on his head. You know how we wrap our hair in a towel? So we're going to put this on his head. So what I've done with this is I've just cut out a piece. I made sure I had the edge of the towel for around his head. And then I took my serger and I serged around this so that I wouldn't get any unraveling of my fabric or anything. So, I gotta wipe my hands off. This one glove is kind of sticky. Let's see if I can get some of this off. So I got my glue gun heating up. We're gonna use the glue gun to stick that to his head. I'm gonna move this out of his way. The first thing I need to do though, well, we can get this on his head first. Let's get the glue gun over here. Get our glue gun heating up. Make sure it's got some glue coming out. Anyway, so the first thing I want to do though, because I want, while he's sitting in the tub, I want him reading a book. So I need to make his arms come up a little. So I'm going to kind of bend in his little kind of joints here, so that I want him sitting, and then he's going to have his arms up like this. So, and then on his elbows, I need his elbows to come up. So, and it will breaking a little bit, but I'm going to use some of the letsresin bonding stuff, and I'm going to fix his elbows so that they won't break completely off. So, and one thing you can do is you can use like your heat gun to kind of heat that area so that it won't, maybe it'll bend a little easier. So I'm just going to kind of maybe do that to see if I can get it to bend a little. It's still going to get a break look in it, and we don't want it to break. So we're going to set him up here, make sure we have his hands where we want them. His arms, whatever you want to call it. His hands, arms. And then in that area on the back side, so if he's sitting in the tub, that's about right. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of this bonding, just a tiny bit here on my little coaster. My toothpicks fell over, dang it. Making a mess. Okay, now I'm going to take a little toothpick, and I'm just going to put this bonding agent right there on the back of his elbow, just to kind of give it a little strength right there so that later on it doesn't break. Put my little pin light here. And we're going to cure that up. He's a wiggly Mr. Skeleton. Okay, that's cured up. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing. And if I have to, I'm going to have to do it right here on his shoulder here too. Before I do that, I want to make sure I have his arm right exactly where I want it. So let's heat this side up. A little bend here. So we get it where we need it. So if we take our book, and we're probably going to have to move his hands too. So we take his book and we put his hands on there. We are going to have to bend his hands because we're going to glue his hands to this book. So we're going to have to move his hands, but then that's about right where I want it. So let's take our little bonding stuff here on the back of this elbow. That this bonding stuff cures really quick. So okay, so we know we want him about right there. So let's go ahead and put a little more bonding stuff here. Just do little drips at a time because I don't want to waste it. I'm going to put a little bit on his back of his shoulder blade here just to keep it where I want it. Shoulder blades, get that cured, and I will chuck him in my light just to make sure that everywhere I've put that is okay. So then we have him like that. We're not going to glue the book on until probably one of the last things because we're like going to glue him down in and all of that. So see, that works pretty good. We can get his hands glued on the back of his book. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our little towel here for his head, put a little glue back here on the back of his head, and I'm going to make sure that I have it right where I want it. Stick it down. Glue guns in there. Right here, glue this edge down. Go up around his head, across his forehead. Like so. And we'll go around this side. Get rid of our little stringies. And down. And then across the back here. Make sure we got it all good. And I'm going to put that there. Okay, so now we got that part done. So then we're going to take, we're going to make sure this is folded in right. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue up here too, like this, so that that's glued in. And do that right there. Okay. Gosh, dang, stringies. Okay, then, let's see, keep this in like this. go down this a little bit more. It keeps coming apart right there, and I don't really want it apart. Go all the way down like that, and then we're just going to give it a little. I don't want these to be in, but I don't know if I get them to stay in or not. Yeah, we possibly could if we did. Put a teeny glue right there. Without those. Pinch that together right there. There. Poke that in right there. Pinch that. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. I just want to and get it to stay. Alright, and then we're going to push this down and put a little bit of glue under here. Okay, then he should fit in our bathtub, sit in our bathtub with his little towel on his head. Okay, let's see, I think we need a little bit of glue right in there, just to hold that. Perfect. Hey, so there we go. We got our little, and his hands are where we need them, and he'll sit in our bathtub with his towel on his head, reading his book. All right, so he's all done. Oh, and the other thing I'm going to do when our bathtub cures, I have these UV DTF stickers, and we're going to put these, I thought we'd put these skeletons and maybe the bows on the bathtub just to dress the bathtub up. Then, once we get our skeleton in, because we're going to have to put some water in the bottom to hold him still, because we want him to stay still, I found these bubbles. I just got them off of Amazon. They are a bead, so they do have a hole through them right there, but you're not going to be able to see that hole. So we're going to use these bubbles to put bubbles, so he's in like a bubble bath. So that is that. Got our book, we got our stickers, we got our bathtub going, and we got our skeleton done. So now, all we have to do is wait for our bathtub to cure up, and then we can get our skeleton in his bubble bath. So I will see you back on demold. All right, our bathtub is all cured up. Got our little man here. What we're gonna have to do, get our, if I can get this off, get our tub unmolded, get our little man in there how we want him to be, and then we're gonna have to put some water in it, which will be resin, of course, and then let that cure so that we can get him so he can stay seated. Because if we don't do that, he's not going to stay seated. So, get some alcohol sprayed down in the sides of this. Sometimes unmolding this tub is kind of a bitch. Get that moved around in there so we can get it unmolded. And I redid the feet in black because for some reason those just look like orange. They don't look gold at all. Dotting tool here so you can push this through. Poking a hole in it. There we go. It let go, it let go. There we go. All right. So there's our tub. And I want to put some of these UV DTF stickers on it. That's kind of tough to say sometimes. So I decided we were just going to go for black feet. on the tub. I think it will look better. So let me get these in there like that. I need to clean that up first, but let's just see how it will look with the black feet. Yeah, I think it looks okay with the black feet, because I just don't think these, because these don't look gold. I was, you know, like I was going for fancy, but I think they would have been better if they were silver, not gold. And that looks orange to me. It don't look gold. So let's take our deburring tool. I don't know why, but using this thing is so satisfying to me. I love that curling up on there. You just got to be careful so you're not scratching whatever you're doing. You don't want to scratch it. So what we're also going to do when we put our feet in, we're going to need our feet to seal that hole up, or when we pour our resin in, it's just going to drain out the bottom, because your feet don't fit in there all the way. That does leave like a spot on this end and on this end, like a hole. You can see your feet don't cover that completely. So if you put some resin in there, it's just going to run right back out. So what we'll have to do is we'll glue our feet in, and then we'll use some UV resin to seal them up before we put our epoxy resin in there. So he's definitely going to have, but he is going to have some bath water. Gotta have bath water. But I want to do some of these on here. So I was thinking, I really like these. Let's cut some of them out so that we can actually kind of see how they will look on there, instead of trying to do it like that. I like these skeletons with the roses on the side of their head. Maybe put, I don't know. I think that would look pretty cool. And then we could even dress it up a little bit more and put like a bow on the back or something. But we could put a skeleton on each side and maybe a bow on the bottom and a bow on the, I don't know. Let's get these guys on first. So let's cut another one of these out. I'm going to leave the little star part on there. So I just want to give this a little wipe with some alcohol, just so that I have fingerprints on there. They won't be on there. I can't decide, do I want it off to the side here, or do I want it in the middle? In the middle, right in the middle. So, with these stickers, you get one chance, so you better make sure it's where you want it, because if it's not coming back off. You can get them off, but it's going to take you some time, because I have screwed them up and had to get some off before. And you can get them off, but it takes a minute. Oh yeah, that's cute. I like that. Okay, so let's do one on the other side. Wipe it with some alcohol. kind of give it a burnish down, you know, rub it down good. And then that way you don't have to worry about it pulling any of your sticker back up. You don't have it down good. And then you gotta get an edge. Good luck getting an edge, right? This was almost impossible when I would wear the fake nails. Getting that fake nail up underneath there to pull that off was hard. Okay, that's cute. Now, let's see if we even think a bow would look. I like these bows. They're really kind of neat looking. Kind of lacy looking in a spooky, lacy, spooky way. I kind of like that there. It might not look good, but whatever. Maybe we won't put one at the foot. We'll just put one here. Oh, got it kind of crooked, but it doesn't matter. It's not really even going to show, I don't think. So let's get some of this. Let's use the B7000 to get our feet on. Just gonna put some around all edges. Shove her in there. That should get it to stay pretty good, and then we can use our UV on the top part. To get it to stop our other from running through. I'm going to put gloves on because I make a mess with UV resin. So... and I've had some issues with UV resin. I glued my own fingernail down to my finger and it took forever for it to heal right. So what we want to do, let's grab our lamp here. And we'll also grab one of these so that we can actually hit it as we go. So I'm just going to use the clear hard type UV resin. We're just going to have our light ready so that it won't run down. Hopefully we can get it going before any runs down our legs. Alright, so I'm going to go get, I'll probably only mix up maybe like an ounce, maybe 2 ounces for our bath water, and then after that we'll pour that and get our little guy situated in there, and then we'll have to wait for that to cure, and then we can add our bubbles. So let me get some UV resin mixed up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got this mixed up. I mixed up 2 ounces, and I think we'll put some of this blue in it. It's the Marabou. And I can't see it. It's freaking small. Caribbean blue. I mean, it's not like we need a color in there, I don't think, but it'll be fun with a color. To make it a little more watery looking, I guess, just in case you see it. And I'm not going to worry about bubbles because he's in a bubble bath. So we don't need to worry about bubbles, right? So I'm not going to even worry about how many bubbles I stir in there or running it through the vacuum chamber. So, get our little guy sitting in here right where we want him. Just like so. And we're going to pour this in. Just push him back down. Make sure he's sitting in there good. His water's not going to be super clear, but like I said, we're not going to see it because we're going to put these bubbles in here so that he has bubbles in his tub. So we can't do that now because they'll just sink. And put it with this just to see if we can pop some of them. Not that it matters, but we can, some of those bubbles might rise. I mean, maybe we didn't want it that, and that thing is heavy duty. Let's put some of these behind him. Woo, we lit his butt on fire. Boy, that is a strong lighter, and I just got this from it's kind of like a dollar store in our area. It's not like a Dollar Tree, but that works. Okay, so we just got to let this cure up, and then we'll be back to put his book in his hands. And maybe we should do his book now. I kind of wish this book had letters on. Maybe we should have done his book before we done him. Huh. Well, we can't do it now because we won't be able to turn him or anything, so we'll have to do it after. Let that cure up, and then we'll be back to do his book and his bubbles when we're done. Alright, so our little dude here, his bath water's all hardened up, which is sad. That's a horrible thing to happen. But I thought that maybe we would put some lights in his bath water to make so that the bubbles will lighten, or you can turn the lights on behind the bubbles. I thought that might be kind of cool. Maybe not, but I'm doing it anyway. So we're gonna get this so that I can get it off his toes. I kind of wound this so that it would go around. Then we're gonna UV resin this down, and then I got to make this so that we can put the light on the bottom of the tub. So I guess we can start by UVing some of this down. A little light here. Again, I don't know why I took it back out. It doesn't have to be in there pretty. It just has to be, we just have to get it laying somewhat flat. Our bubbles are going to cover it, so. So we're just going to put a drop here and there, cure it up. Oh, I thought I took the lid off. Okay, that helps. You want to get it curing before it has a chance to run. All right, so we got to get our bubbles in here. We got to get the bubbles under his hands first before we put his book in his hands. And I didn't want him looking at blank pages, so he's looking at a picture book. So we're going to put that in his hands. But first of all, we got to get these bubbles. We're going to have to use, probably going to have to use UV resin to get these to stay down. I just hope that they should be clear enough that it'll cure behind it, I'm hoping. So I think we'll just put a little over top of all of this. And then we'll just put some back here in it. Right there. They have one right there. Alright, so let's go for them. Stayed pretty good. They're not going anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and do some more of this. I'll put you on a quick fast forward so you don't have to watch all of this. Okay, so I went and found some just regular pearls because I think they're not the, they're different colors, but I think that just some random white ones in here will look fine. Just to fill in places, since these are like a bunch, I need to fill in some places. So I think I'm going to do that. And because like up around his body and stuff, it's going to be too hard to get these in there. So thought we could put some little ones around in there. I don't know. So we just need some more UV or light. And we're just going to randomly put some of these in there. In there, just going to use different sizes of them. Just to kind of add. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. It doesn't look, it's not like they're like real noticeable. Let's see if we light. I think it'll be cute. Okay, so I'll put you on a quick fast forward while I do some of these. Some of my pearls are kind of an offish white, so I'm trying to get to the ones that are more, I think the bigger they are, the kind of the different the color they are, but I can't really tell. It's gonna fast forward, and I think I will just go ahead and pause you, and then I'll be back. All right, I've got him all finished up. I'll turn on his light. See how, let's see if we turn this light out, if you can kind of see him lighten up. I got the cord wrapped around down there. And he's reading his book, his picture book. Got his little towel on his head. I think the pearls just added to it a little bit. I don't know how well you can see them. Turn the light out. But you can kind of see the little pearls in there. I think it helped. Just give a little more dimension to it and that. But I think he turned out cute. Anyway, so there's our little bubble bathing skeleton. So anyway, I want to take the time to tell you, if you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you that watch my videos and help me out. If you could please leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up button. That helps everybody's videos, not just mine. It helps everybody that you watch their videos. So, and it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. So please subscribe, like, leave a comment, and this helps push our videos out there. So anyway, so happy Halloween, and thanks to Lula at Nerd Goblin Art for putting on the 13 days of Halloween. And don't forget, always embrace your chaos. Thanks, guys. Love ya.